Heyo, so I'm here with my comic book pickups for January 24th, 2017. Um, I picked up 7 new issues and then 5 back issues from the dollar bin. First, I picked up She-Wolf number 5. It's drawn and written by Rich Tommaso. I'm thinking about if I have time, doing a review, in-depth review on the first story arc, which was the first 4 issues. Yeah, because I like the story a lot, I like the story, but it's a little bit all over the place, and I'd like to analyze it a little bit more myself, as well as try to get other people on it. I love Rich Tommaso's artwork, and I've liked his writing style. It's very playful stuff. And so this story is the main character, who I haven't seen in these pages so far, in the first story arc, is coming to terms with being a werewolf, and there's some magic and vampires, and yeah, it's fun, kind of wacky. I recommend it. Then I picked up Dead Inside issue number 2. It's written by John Arcudi, drawn by Tony Fajula, and colored by Andre May. I really like the art in this book. The first issue was fairly complex, fairly dense. There's a murder in a prison, and it seems like there are some cops involved in some way. Definitely gonna have to go back and read that before I read this one. But yeah, the art is super weird, in a way that I like. A lot of detailed inks. Yeah. Dead Inside issue 2. Then I picked up Loose Ends issue 1, it's written by Jason Latour, drawn by Chris Bruner, and Rico Renzi is coloring it. Don't know much about this story, and its tagline is that it's a crime romance. Southern crime romance. I'm still getting used to the art style. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. I've never read anything written by Jason Latour, and I'm not familiar with Chris Bruner. But yeah, I'm excited to read that. I picked up No Mercy issue number 13. I'm about 3 issues behind on this, in this story. It's written by Alex DeCampi. It's drawn by Carla Speed McNeil, and with colors by Jen Manley Lee. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to have much to say because I'm pretty far behind. I'm a big fan of Alex DeCampi, so I have faith in her writing. I find that her writing kind of the story comes together very slowly from all sides, which I enjoy, but which means that I find that her work takes, at least me, it requires a lot of rereading. These seem like a lot of new characters. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, I'm excited to read that. I think I'm going to read those last few issues real soon, and maybe even start from the beginning again, because it's enjoyable. Then I got super excited about Hulk #2. It's written by Mariko Tamaki. The art's by Nico Leone. Oh, there's another. Nico Leone and Dalibor Talajek. Oh, I think Talajek has done work on I'm blanking on the title. That I think it's a guy, Talajek. I think he did work on Red Wolf, but it's kind of concerning that there's already 2 artists on this book. The color is Matt Mia. I loved the first issue. I completely loved the first issue. I loved the way the whole, I think her name is Jennifer, Jennifer Walters. She seems to be trying to control the Hulk, where as far as I know, her character didn't need to control it, keep it inside before. But the way in the first issue it slowly bubbled up was done really well. So I'm excited to read this. I looked in 2 stores for the other cover because I really dislike this artist, Jeff Dicol, who I've never seen before, but I hated the standard cover for issue 1, and I don't necessarily like this cover. But anyway, no big deal. Spider-Woman issue number 15. So in the previous issue, she was starting to try to figure out what happened to Porcupine. And so it's written by Dennis Hopeless, art by Veronica Fish, and colors by Rachel Rosenberg. I'm a fan of all of theirs. Rachel Rosenberg is probably the newest name to me, but I've liked her color work. This story is just extremely fun. I highly recommend Spider-Woman. Pretty much Spider-Woman, anything from the last 2 years, anything written by Dennis Hopeless has been great. Then I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 66. I just jumped on this series I picked up 63 and 64, which in that story, the Splinter is in control, is the master of the Foot Clan, and so there's a falling out with him and the Turtles, and in this issue, I think is focusing on this character shown on the front, which I'm not familiar with. I think her name is Alopax, or something like that. But yeah, so I also like the art in this. Okay, so it's story by Kevin Eastman, Bobby Curnow, Tom Waltz, and Sophie Campbell. Script by Tom Waltz, art by Sophie Campbell. Oh, cool. I think that's a different artist than was doing it before. I don't know her work, but I've liked flipping through this. I've liked it. And then colors by Rhonda Pattison. So yeah, I'm particularly excited to read this issue. I don't know. I love the design of this character, and yeah. So then the back issues I picked up. I picked a few things to fill in runs that I'm trying to complete. So I have maybe 5 issues so far of Rachel Rising, but I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm picking it up, trying to get all 48. So I picked up number 9. It's written and drawn by Terry Moore. Number 10, I love this cover. And then number 15. And then I picked up 2 issues of Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, a series that I'm probably missing about 8 issues. It's written by Matt Kent. Um, Drawn by Alberto Ponticelli and colored by Wayne Foucher. Both of these issues have the same team. Actually haven't. I read the first or second issue of this so far, and I think actually the first maybe 10, 12 issues are written by Lemire. I might have that wrong, but I also like Matt Kint, so it doesn't bother me that the writer changed. But yeah, I like the themes. I like the character designs, and yeah, all the monsters. And then 16. All right, so that is it today. I think just off the top of my head or on a whim, I'm gonna try to choose my favorite cover. I think it's probably between one of these, and I think No Mercy gets it as my favorite cover. But I will also say that Rachel Rising cover is pretty amazing. Cool. Well, happy new comic book day, and have a great Wednesday. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.